Welcome to episode 6 of my 30 days of posting on YouTube to practice consistency, get back to creativity, and doing something a little different with my nap trapped time. Today's video, or this video specifically, is on my philosophy of the no plan. And it is something I've lived by for quite some time before I even met Mido. And when I met Mido and he learned of the no plan, he obviously was right on board and said that it was a perfect philosophy because he already lived by it as well. I don't know if you can guess by the name, the no plan, but it is truly what it sounds like. I used to travel by myself all the time, like solo female traveler, digital nomad, the whole thing, backpacking through Southeast Asia, living in places like Thailand and Cambodia, and I was in China for a while, like all around. And people would always ask, well, what's your plan? Well, what are you doing next? What's your plan? What's your plan? And you get asked that enough times and you don't have a plan. The answer ends up being, it's the no plan. That's my plan. There's no plan. It's the no plan. So it really, is a philosophy that has landed me with some really great stories and experiences. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't work out, or you miss some of the bigger things that you're supposed to go see or supposed to go do, but you also end up with experiences that you never, ever would have done otherwise. One story that comes to mind now, I was in Laos, and I was in Vientiane, which, if you've been around Southeast Asia, like, it's the capital city of Laos, but it, is not, people kind of pass through it or don't go to it. Like, it was kind of random that I was there for a few days. And for me, when I was doing most of my digital nomading, I was actually teaching English online to kids in China with a big company at the time. So there were a few of us. I'd run into other teachers for this company. But that meant, I'd have some adventure days, but there'd be days that I had to, really sit and be online, be in a quiet space, usually in my hotel room, to be able to teach. And that's why I was in Vientiane for more than a day. Anyway, I was walking around kind of their whatever town, I don't know, one of the neighborhoods where my hotel Airbnb was at. And I have another rule: never skip a place that has live music or craft beer. And so I walked past, and there was a band playing, and Southeast Asia actually has a lot of craft beer, so they obviously had nice beer on tap. And I was having a social anxiety moment of not really knowing, I don't know, do I have the energy to go sit alone at a bar or whatever? And I was like, okay, again, the rule, no plan. There's live music. Grab a beer, even if you just sit outside and listen to the music, you'll be happier for it, And so that's what I did. I started out outside at my own little table, just listening and nodding along. But the music was really good, really good. And I ordered a second beer, and then they had a little dance floor, and it was a dancey band. It was music that you're supposed to be dancing to. So I also cannot not dance. when you hear good music. So even though no one's on the dance floor, there I am, just like me. And the lead singer was this chick that just, you know, when someone's like oozing coolness. So we had a moment where, singing, dancing along together. Soon the whole dance floor is filled. Soon it is 1 a.m. The bar is closing. The band is like, stay after, have another drink with us, So in that, I had this amazing night. We have an awake little baby. And that never would have happened. Like, how could you plan something like that? So that is the basis of the no plan. Now, when I met Mido, he also very much is a no planner. And one of the things that he said he always did when he would travel, he would land, drop his stuff off wherever he was staying, and just walk wherever his feet would take him. You smell something good, you go follow the smell, find some good street food, what have you, and you just see so much of the city when you haven't planned it. You see more of maybe what local life can be like when you're in the back streets or the alleyways or the neighborhoods that aren't necessarily the tourist neighborhoods. So that is something we definitely bonded over. And whenever we travel, we also always follow the no plan. I think drives our friends a little nuts. Because especially when we first moved to Saudi, and our jobs, I'll be honest, were very demanding, and having time off, it was hard to plan in advance as well. So we were very last minute no plan planners. Like, we would show up. We used to live in Dubai, so we would show up in Dubai for the weekend to say hi to friends or, what have you, and just message people like, oh, we're here. They're like, you couldn't have told us in advance that you're coming, like either they already had something planned or, things work out if they work out. But they always would laugh of like, come on. I get the no plan, but we don't get a little notice. And now with a little baby, we shall see how the no plan plays out, because we've already had a situation where we had to wing it while traveling. And I will say, having lived by the philosophy of the no plan, it made winging it a little easier mentally for us. I mean, it still was a bit difficult. It was our travel from Brazil back to Egypt, and we had to completely change our travel route and everything, and we made it work. And this little nugget is quite the traveler already as well. But figuring out how to do that with, at that time she was 6 weeks old, so some of the things, the no plan, the idea, I think will live on in our hearts and souls until it can truly be, maybe when she's a little older, back to the absolute no plan. But I think with a teeny baby, we're learning you do have to plan a little bit more. You do have to go to the airport a little earlier for all the check-ins and things. But we shall see, because we're still a very adventurous couple. And she's going to be a little adventure baby. She's smiling at that. But the no plan, We might need to know where we're going to stay before we go someplace. We might need to know where the bathrooms are if someone needs to get changed. We might need to know, there's just a few things you you need to know when you've got a little baby. So stick around for that, because I believe you can still be very adventurous even when starting a family. And that's how you learn how to be flexible, right? So with that, thanks for listening, and come back tomorrow for the next video. We'll see what we talk about. Subscribe to follow along with this nap trap journey and growing our YouTube channel. Let us know in the comments if there's anything, like how you like to travel, right? Are you of the no plan? Are you very much a type A traveler? And we'll see you tomorrow.